We are now offering ProHeart 6, which protects your pet for 6 months with one simple injection. Get all the details by clicking our icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Whether your home is flooding from spring rains or needs major spring cleaning, ServPro of Piatt, DeWitt counties will make it like it never happened. Find out how they can help you by clicking their icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
News time 8 minutes after 8 o'clock on this Thursday. Top of the morning from the newsroom of Regional Radio and DeWittDailyNews.com. I'm Seth Lawrence with this expanded local newscast. We stream to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. The Clinton YMCA will roll out a new app for its members next month. Executive Director Rennie Kluver says the new app will be a great marketing tool for its members to keep them in the know.
Well, I'm going to know a lot more here, probably the end of this week or next week. So we got to set up a time to go through the admin side of it and how we can use it and be able to add information. But it's ready to go and ready to be launched. Just has to wait till we have some of that training with it. The reason why we're doing it is we want to use it as another marketing tool to be better engaged with our members. Because right now, our two ways of doing, well, we've got three. The texting service that we use, but that's really zeroed in specifically to youth sports or membership if we have events and things going on, or Facebook or a website. And I think with the way apps are, we had an app years ago before everybody had apps for everything, and it just wasn't utilized. We didn't have a lot of members on it. We didn't, as an organization, utilize it. And of course, they've developed, everybody uses an app for a lot of things. And so we'll be able to engage our members to keep them up to date on things. They can pull it up to see what's going on. It'll be more up to date information. Yeah. And the hope is that people can even register for programs on it.
Members of the Y will be able to track their payments, learn more about upcoming programs, and get a schedule of the programs and activities at the Y.
From a membership standpoint, if I'm putting myself in a membership use of it, you're able to go right to your account and pull up all your information that we see that we've put in. And let's say you got a new credit card and need to update your banking information. You can go into there and see that stuff. If you got a charge, a lot of times someone will see on their bank statement, why did I get charged $25? Well, because they did it a month ago. They don't remember it was for a swim lesson or something. And so they call the Y. And then now they have to call the Y. The Y has to pull it up. Whereas you can go right to your app and go, oh, okay, that's what that old one we did. We had to do a lot of that ourselves, where our membership software, Core, Reclick, Daxco, developed the app. They took all of our information that we have on our website and our membership software and created it. Wow. Now, our training is, from an admin standpoint, is if you want to send out a notification, this is how you do it. It's about a 90-minute training. So it's going to show us how to use it effectively. So once we get that training, we're going to launch it. I want to give you one more example what I really like about it. And this has no cost to anybody, and we don't get revenue from it. But if we can do a wellness challenge, anybody that has the app, we can just throw out there, hey, this week, if you get 10 visits, we're going to put your name in a hat and draw for a Subway gift card. We could throw that out in the app and just say, all you got to do is come 10 times. And then I can pull up a report at the end of the month and see who's been there. And
Y members can follow the Clinton YMCA Facebook page for more information on the release date. Kluver says you'll be seeing a lot of promotion of it at the Y itself for members that are in frequently. He is excited about all the possibilities the app could provide. A Central Illinois law enforcement official is highlighting some trends he's noticing in his community. Monticello Police Chief Rob Bross indicates they are experiencing an uptick in minor vehicle accidents involving very young drivers and very veteran drivers. With the advent of great technology in cars, some drivers are getting too reliant on those things.
Just in the last, couple months, we've really noticed that we've had a disproportionate number of accidents with drivers under the age of 18 and over the ages of 70. I don't know why it kind of ebbs and flows, and every now and then you get a curveball, but it just seems like, obviously, the kids are out of school, nicer days, and everyone no one wants to be, so obviously more traffic and more accidents sometimes. With teenagers, they don't have 10, 15, 20 years of driving experience, so usually a little inexperience. Everything that you want to do, that you're going to do, and sometimes don't focus on driving. We really want to try to tell the kids to just slow down, relax, and don't always rely on some of the safety features that we have. We have backup cameras, which are a great thing, but what we've noticed is people kind of rely on backup cameras too much, which is great for right behind you, but if you look to your sides, you don't always get that wide angle view. So if you're backing out and you just see, oh, there's no one behind me, you may not see someone leaving the grocery store in their cart walking from one side to the other, and by the time you hit them, it's too late. So we're definitely trying to tell people to look behind you and to the sides and not just to rely on the camera.
While many may assume teens are more susceptible to driving distracted, everyone has access to these devices, and Chief Bross says there are similar issues to distracted driving, no matter the age.
We definitely try to push, leave the cell phone in the center console, put it in the cup holder, do whatever you have to do. And it's not just the cell phone. Sometimes I know with my two kids, they're going on in the back. That's a distraction. Mm-hmm. I have to turn down the radio just because I want to be able to, someone's yelling at me, hey, I'm behind you. I want to be able to hear them, so I'll crack the window and turn down the radio. Same thing, don't eat or drink while you're trying to back up or drive if you can avoid it. But the biggest thing, especially with teen drivers, is if you have an accident, try to stay calm. It's a big deal. Everyone worries about it. But we've had a couple instances where a kid maybe, gets in a little fender bender and then in a panic just drives off. We aren't the big bad bullies. We aren't going to come and yell and scream and everything else at you, but try to stay calm, stay there, and make sure you're okay, and then call 911. Yeah, they use their cell phone a lot more, but on the same end, we have their parents and older people that use their cell phone pretty regularly too. So usually we mark it up to, yes, there are some cell phone accidents, but a lot of it's just inexperience. You have somebody coming in, you're trying to pull into a driveway or a business, maybe you don't time it right, and you either hit them or they hit you because they're unable to slow down in time.
Right.
It's just a lot different, having 2 months of driving experience rather than 20 years of driving experience.
As for older drivers, Chief Bross indicates they are encountering some who should really not be behind the wheel any longer. While difficult, he understands the conversations families have to have with those older loved ones.
I was in the same boat with my grandparents. My grandfather unfortunately had dementia, but the state of Illinois actually allowed him to renew his driver's license. That was a conversation my dad and I had with my grandmother and grandfather.
Follow all things Monticello PD by finding them on Facebook. News streams to Facebook and YouTube brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent.